Today's Readalotamus Read Aloud is Archie Celebrates Diwali by Mitali Banerjee Ruths, illustrated by Parwinder Singh. I'm Archana. Everyone calls me Archie. Let's read. This year, Archie invites a few friends from school to her family's big Diwali party. Virgil and Nora say they never heard of Diwali, and Paisley has trouble pronouncing it. Archie worries. What if they don't like her favorite holiday? Archie rakes the leaves, plugs in the lights, fixes a smudge in the rangoli, and lines up every diya on the walkway. Everything needs to be perfect, thinks Archie, straightening the garland of paper marigolds. Do you see all the lights? It's a little like Christmas, isn't it? Archie's family is busy in the kitchen. Krishna makes a mess in his high chair. Archie tastes Dida's special curry. Maybe it's too spicy, she worries. For your friends, I put only one chili, says Dida. You know the reason we have Diwali every year, asks Poppy Uncle. To celebrate the triumph of good over evil, Archie answers, arranging the sweets. Well, yes, says Poppy Uncle, with a wink. But really, it's so your grandmother can sing karaoke. Everybody laughs. Archie secretly hopes Dida doesn't sing too much, and Poppy Uncle doesn't tell too many jokes in front of her friends. Dida means grandmother, and uncle can be anybody that is your father's friend. Auntie is anybody that is your mother's friend. Let's get your new clothes on, says Ma. Archie twirls. She loves the sequins on her lehenga. You look like a Maharani, says Ma. A real Indian queen. Archie looks in the mirror. Maybe her friends will think she looks weird. They've never seen her dressed up like this. Look, she's got a banner on her window saying Happy Diwali. And even Mr. Puppy looks interested in the new clothes. The doorbell rings. Archie's heart skips a beat. But it's just Mr. and Mrs. Goldman with a huge umbrella. It's pouring outside. Leaves litter the lawn. The rangoli is ruined. The diyas are drenched. A marigold garland blows down the street. There are flashes of lightning and rumbles of thunder. It sounds like a demon battle up in the clouds. Quite a Diwali downpour, says Mr. Goldman. A diya is a little light, small candle, and rangoli is a powdered design made out of powdered chalk or any other colored powder. Archie stares at the mess. She and her friends won't get to play outside. They'll be trapped inside with the grown-ups. This party is already boring and terrible, Archie thinks. Archie's friend Seema arrives. She goes to a different school, but she and Archie have known each other since they were babies. You look nice, says Seema. She isn't wearing Indian clothes. Thanks, mumbles Archie, tugging at her lehenga. Maybe she should change. She doesn't want to be the only one who looks like a Maharani. But it's too late. Right then her school friends Nora, Paisley, and Virgil arrive. Archie fidgets with her bangles. What's on your forehead? Asks Virgil. It's like a sticker, says Archie, for decoration. It's called a bindi, Seema offers. Just then, Paisley sneezes 3 times in a row. And the lights go out. You blew out the power, Virgil says in the darkness. Uh-oh. Stay calm, everyone, says Archie's dad. We have candles, flashlights, and plenty of batteries. We can still eat and have a good time, Archie's mom adds. Try a bit of everything, says Dida, handing plates to Archie and her friends. They sit around a lantern like they're camping. Paisley squints at her plate. Archie twists a napkin, waiting for someone to take a bite. See all the food on the table? Archie looks a little nervous. Burning? Nora gasps. You need mango lassi. Archie quickly hands her a glass. It's like tongue lotion. Sorry about the food. It's spicy, says Nora. But good. I could eat this yummy pillow bread forever. Virgil stuffs another piece into his mouth. That's naan, Archie exclaims with a tiny smile. So what's Diwali about? Asks Paisley. It's the festival of lights, says Archie, picking at the sequins on her skirt. And we have no rights, she thinks. Worst Diwali party ever. So Diwali is about lights, says Nora? That's it? Everybody waits. Archie's face gets warm. She takes a deep breath. A long time ago, this king and queen saved the world from a whole bunch of demons, Archie begins. Then they tried to find their kingdom, but it was super dark, and nobody had electricity. Like right now, whispers Virgil. Shh, Nora and Paisley say at the same time. Archie continues. The people didn't know if the king and queen would find their way, so they lit thousands of little oil lamps. Her friends lean in and listen so closely that Archie feels shy. Her voice trails off. So what happened? Said Paisley. Did demons chase them? Asked Virgil. Archie shakes her head. Nope. The king and queen make it home safely. Everybody lived happily ever after. Now every fall on the night of a new moon, adds Seema, Archie finishes, we celebrate Diwali to remember that evil and darkness can't win against all our lights shining together. Suddenly the power comes back on. Paisley squeals. Nora cheers. Virgil drops his naan. The adults all clap. Archie smiles. Wow, perfect timing. Diwali miracle, shouts Poppy Uncle. He turns up the music and hands Dida the microphone. Virgil taps his foot to the beat. Nora turns to Archie. Can I have a bindi? Me too, asks Seema. Sure, says Archie with a huge grin. I have lots. Mr. and Mrs. Goldman show off their Bollywood moves. Ma and Krishna start a conga line. Archie and her friends join in. They go around the living room, through the kitchen, and out to the patio. Bollywood is what they call movies in India. Hindi movies are Bollywood movies. The rain has stopped. The grass glistens. Lanterns twinkle in the trees. Everyone lights sparklers under the night sky. Archie covers her ears when her dad sets off firecrackers. Scare away those evil spirits, Poppy Uncle shouts. The loud noises also scare baby Krishna. I've never eaten or danced so much in my life, Paisley cries. It's customary during Diwali to set off firecrackers and have little hand sparklers. It's getting late. Everyone gets ready to go. Dida brings containers of food. I packed extra naan for you, Dida whispers to Virgil. I love your whole family, says Nora. Archie smiles. She loves her whole family too. I'm so glad you all came, says Archie. Maybe next year, she thinks. I'll hand out more invitations at school. Ma tucks Archie in. Good night, Maharani. Archie touches the bindi on her forehead and smiles. Happy Diwali, she says. You can see the rangoli on the floor, the design, with the light in the center, blown out now, of course, the marigold garlands. Here's some more information about what we read today. The authors included information about Archie's favorite holiday, Diwali, the story of the Ramayana, some of the decorations that are used during Diwali, the types of food that are eaten, what kind of clothing and accessories everyone wears, and other important things like the glossary. You can pause this page if you want to read more. The diyas that are used in Diwali are usually made out of clay. Here's a recipe for making your own with air-dry Play-Doh. You can also use tea light candles. At our house, we use anything that can hold a candle gets a candle. We even use electric candles outside. I hope you light a candle today for Diwali. Thank you for reading with me.